Hi, good people. Welcome to another episode of TNT. And today we are talking about something exciting, something in a relationship. We're talking about, would you ask him out? So Tabby, we're talking about something interesting, something in a relationship based. You've liked this man, you've seen him for the first time. So would you think he's taking his time to ask you out? Would you go ahead as Tabby and ask him out for the first date?
Okay, it's funny that you asked that, but okay, personally, I wouldn't ask a man out because I feel like a man should lead in almost most of the things, okay, and especially when it comes to the first date. A man should lead in doing that. Okay. I think the only thing maybe a woman should do when it comes to dating and relationship, you can show cues or clues to a man that you like them, by initiating maybe texts, not like telling them like I like you, but just talking to them in a way showing that I like you, but when it comes to taking someone out, that shouldn't happen. You can show cues that, okay, fine, you're someone I like, you're someone I'd like to know more. But I feel like, this is my opinion, I feel like a woman should never, ever ask a man out, just to be safe. Because the truth is, like Tracy, we've witnessed, we've seen how marriage looks like. And in a marriage, a man is expected to head. He's expected to be, to lead, to be strong. He's expected to lead that marriage to its best. You understand? So in that case, in that regard, I feel like the least a man can do, at least to show that he can do that even in the future, then at least he can ask you out.
So Tabby, for you, you say that you can't be proactive in the sense of asking the man out. You can be proactive in sending the cues and, sending cues that I like you, but I would rather you ask me out.
Yeah.
I think based on that, I understand where you're coming from, but I also feel that we should also be proactive in the sense that I've seen this man. I've liked this man from, he's handsome, he's looking nice, he's well kept and all that. So I'm like, hi, how are you? You're well? So would you mind, us having a coffee sometime, or would you mind us having lunch sometime? It's basically, the reaction of that man. Knowing that maybe he's also interested in you, or maybe he's not interested in you. So if he's not interested in you, Tabby, you'll wait, you'll send those clues, you'll send those cues, and he might not even see them because maybe he's not interested in you. At the same time, maybe that man, maybe for him, he's a shy person. So he might like you, yes, but he's shy. And you feel like he's taking his time. Why are you not asking me out? Why are you not asking me out? But you can be proactive because marriages work differently, relationships work differently. There's some ladies who will tell you, I am the one who asked them out, and here we are, 10 years in marriage, 20 years in marriage. Depending on the level of maturity that you guys are. Basically, what I will say is, are you a lady who wants to be katiwat? Or are you a lady who is proactive yet unaweza ndo katiane? It doesn't mean that if I go and ask you out as a man, for example, a man, if I go and ask you out and you say yes, we might go for that lunch, we might go for that coffee, and I feel like I don't feel your vibe. You see, at the end of the day, it doesn't go further than that. But what if he shows interest, and then maybe you guys, maybe you've liked him, and then we end up, or you have invested your time, you invested your energy, and then you realize, really, I wasted my cues, I wasted my energy, I wasted that, being impressive and all that, and you're like, okay, sawa. It's not moving forward. At the end of the day, I feel I would ask him out based on his reaction on me. You understand?
On the cues.
On the cues. I will ask him out. I'll be like, dude, can we have some coffee sometime? Or dude, are you feeling like me and you can hang out? And then based on the answer, I will be like, yeah, Tracy, don't ever do this again. Never ask a man out because it doesn't work.
Okay, I get you, Tracy. Actually, I feel.
By the way, before we go there, so you want to tell me in your life, in the amount of years that you have dated or been in this game, you have never asked a man out?
Okay. Good question.
Why are you overthinking?
Good question.
Why are you overthinking?
Okay, that's a good question, Tracy. But this is what I want to say, Tracy.
Yeah.
You get okay. Remember, right now, of course, people would like to say, okay, the society has changed. Things are different. Women are empowered. We like what a man can do, a woman can do better with all those sorts of things. But you need to remember that at the end of the day, the society, the core of the society, there's a way the society looks at some issues. You understand? When a woman takes a man out, 90% of this man's brain will be first thinking, this girl is desperate. You understand? So even when you take this guy out, in his mind, he'll be like, okay, I'm not saying that marriages that started with a woman taking a man out doesn't work, but when you look at those marriages, 90% of those ones really don't work because a man really needs to chase. You've heard this, this phrase when people say men are hunters, they need to hunt. Why? When did you turn to be the hunter? You understand? So if you're going to be so easy for him, he'll be questioning himself, come on, why is this so easy? You understand? So at the end of the day, even if, people say, okay, chase or don't chase, for me, my opinion will remain, give clues to this man if you like him. But when it comes to taking people out, let him be the first one to take you out. If he doesn't take, this is something that is really obvious, Tracy, let me tell you. If a man really likes you, there is no man that can be so shy that he can't gather courage to take you out. Actually, that's the least a man can do. Because at the end of the day, he's going to take on so much responsibilities that taking you out is just a tip of the iceberg.
Sabina.
Where thieves have come to your house, okay? You were expecting this man to be the one heading, your house, to protecting you. If he cannot even gather courage to take you out, are you expecting this guy to stand out there and protect you as a family? Really? To me, this is just my opinion.
I know it's your opinion.
I feel like even though the society has changed, a man should always take that responsibility of taking the first step of taking me out. I might take you maybe out on your birthday, but when it comes to taking initiative, a man should always take an initiative. Tell me,
you want to tell me that, you've never heard of these stories. Okay, maybe I've heard of these stories whereby, when you share and say, a friend, kuna rafiki yangu, amekulike, he'll want a moment with you. Have you ever not been in that position whereby a friend of it's a friend of the guy connected. That liked, and the guy is he can't get the courage to ask you out, but he has sought somebody else to come and say that, this friend of mine likes you. So will you take time and go out with him? So Tabby, in that case, will you say, no, of course not. I won't go out with him because he has not got the courage to ask me, or he has got the courage not to...
No, someone cannot come from outside, Tracy, and tell me, like now, let's say, for example, you connect me to a friend of yours, right? And then now it's me who tells him, listen, okay, someone told me you like me, so, okay, of course, I'm free, you can go out. That's what you're saying? Never. I can't do that. Like, for me, if he likes me...
He comes.
Like, okay, of course, listen, if you come to me and tell me a friend of mine likes you, all right, I can tell you, okay, I like him too, or I don't like him, or whatever. Okay, maybe I can just stay quiet. But at the end of the day, I'm expecting you, to gather, as a friend of mine, you know me that way, right? We can talk and you're like, okay, you go tell her, right? You can give him courage to come and talk to me, But for me, Tracy, this one I'm saying without fear of any compromise, Tracy. I'm not expecting a man that is going to be my husband or whoever it is going to be someone that is so scared that cannot approach me to come and tell me that they like me. No, for me, listen, I'm not taking an initiative to take a man out. Like, that one is a no, and just no, Tracy.
So tell me for you.
So if you like me from a distance, listen, gather courage, come and tell me. If I like you too, we can go out. And if I don't, we're just going to end it that way. Like, there's no problem.
Well, yeah, it's your opinion.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should not be rigid. I feel like you should be open. You should be open-minded because you don't know where love comes from. So it might be that friend of yours or a friend of a friend has come and said, a friend of mine likes me. A friend of yours, a friend of mine likes you. So give him a chance. Just give the dude a chance.
Let him
take you
Tracy,
out.
What does giving a chance mean? Like, I didn't deny him a chance. He hasn't come to me to even ask me for that chance.
That's the point. It's because
he hasn't asked for me for a chance.
It's because you're not open-minded. A friend of his has come and said,
what does being open-minded mean?
It means that you're open-minded in the level whereby it doesn't matter if he's the one who has come to ask you. What if he has not gotten...
That's not being open-minded, my friend. That's not being open-minded.
No. It's like this, Tabby. You understand? This is a friend. I'm giving an example. This is a friend. I'm a friend who has seen this guy and said, hey, but they like your friend, Tabby looks good. She looks good on camera. She looks good. Can you connect me to her? I'm like, yeah, sure, of course I can connect you to her. Definitely. I'm like, Tabby, but there I have a friend of mine.
Who likes you.
So would you go out with him for a coffee date?
No, you didn't say that. You said, you tell me something like that and I'm supposed to be the one asking him out.
No. You say yes or no.
I can't say that. That's what I told Tracy. You didn't hear me right.
Okay.
I said, if you connect me to a friend, it is now my chance to say yes, whether I like them or I don't like them, all right? And then now you can go tell them, okay, she likes you too. Now you can go out for coffee. Now it is him to ask me out for coffee if I said yes. And if I said no, then that's it. You understand? But now it's not you telling me a friend of yours likes me, and then now it's me taking the initiative to go ask him out. It doesn't work like that, Tracy.
Okay.
That's not even being open-minded. That's just...
No, you can be open-minded.
No,
in the level
that's
of
not being open-minded.
It's being level of being open-minded. It doesn't, you see, when you say that it has to be a man making that initiative.
For me, the first...
Honey,
the truth.
Love has no boundaries. Love knows limit. So when you limit that situation, it's your opinion. It is my opinion. People have different opinions, and we are here to discuss. So if you're feeling like, fine, this could be a man that I'm seeing a future with. Sometimes ladies, we always see far from the first time we meet somebody. So you're like, he's taking his time. Why not me? I ask him out and see the level of him saying yes or him saying no. We're back to the discussion of him saying yes or him saying no. And if he says no, how did he say no?
Like, okay,
there's a no of.
What's the question? Like,
would you ask him out?
Like, why? Let me ask you.
Would you ask him out?
Why would you ask? Why should you ask a man out for the first date? Like, why?
You like the dude.
Listen to that statement. Just listen to that statement. Is it making sense to you? Like
like the man.
you are the one. Okay, you like the man.
Yes.
But the fact that you like the man doesn't mean that he's the right man for you. You don't get it. You know, a man.
But how will you know?
Listen, being a man is just not a matter of wearing a trouser. Being a man is a responsibility. It's the courage. That courage is what making this guy a man. You understand? If he cannot gather courage, Tracy, to come and ask you out as a man, then there's no need of you going ahead of asking him, like, why are you playing a part that is not your part? And then later on, you're going to cry in the relationship, and then you'll be that one now asking, like, organizing all the dates. You understand? You're going to be the one organizing everything, initiating things. Why? Because you started it. You understand? He might act like maybe the one you wanted. You understand? But Tracy, I'm not being rigid in any way. I'm just being realistic. A man is a hunter, all right? A man is supposed to, he's supposed to go for, at least he's supposed to ask you out, really. The first date means that we go, no, Tracy, I'm sorry, but I disagree with that one. Like, okay, it's not bad. You know, this is what I'm saying, Tracy. Actually, it is not bad. It's not bad to ask a man, like to take a man for a date. Mm-hmm. At least now that we're talking about being open-minded, at least let me get closer. Let me come closer to what you're talking about. At least let me get closer to you, to your thoughts. Mm-hmm. It's not bad to take a man for a date. Yeah. You know, like a man you love, you can take him for a date once in a while. You understand? Mm. But initiating a relationship, Tracy,
But it's not a relationship you're initiating. It's basically, Tabby, you've liked this,
initiating a relationship.
It's not initiating a relationship because it can go either way. It can go positive or it can go negative. You don't know this man.
That's
You're just
trading on a slippery ground.
It is the same way a man will see you for the first time. He's like, I like this lady. She looks nice.
If he likes you so much, he should ask you out.
No, but sometimes they don't have the courage to ask you for the first date.
Why would you want to be in a relationship with a man who doesn't have courage to ask you out?
But Tabby,
why would you want to be a man in a relationship that you are a woman? Come on. It's going to play a part.
I had this, this discussion, this conversation, and this guy said, don't judge a philosophy by abuse. You understand? Yeah. So for you, basically, a man is a man that has courage, is strong. He's protective. He is ready, to be there for you. But sometimes they don't have that courage. Sometimes they are shy. Sometimes you just need to make that step. You can make that step, and then he will get that step. He will move from that step and move further and further.
What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't?
And it's okay. Tabby, it is okay. That means it is okay. You asked, it didn't go to where you expected it to be, and it is okay. It is life. You are dating. It doesn't mean that, okay, you will die because now you asked me out.
No, it's not a matter of dying. No,
I'm not saying like die literally.
No, I also understand what you're saying.
But at the end of the day, Tabby, we're saying that you have your own opinion, I have mine. It doesn't mean I will ask a man out. Yes, I will ask a man out in a level whereby I feel, okay, this person maybe he's taking his time to notice who I am. It doesn't change. If he rejects me, it is okay. It is life. Yeah, if he accepts and then we go ahead and see it is not working, it is still fine.
Actually,
so for me, yes,
it's good.
It depends. Yeah. For me, it depends with the level of the man who he is. For you, you say,
listen,
no,
Tracy,
it's
good. It's good that you're talking about, this is my opinion. Of course, everyone has their opinion here, right? We all have our own opinion. And this is what I'm saying, Tracy. As much as you're saying, okay, you can initiate a relationship and
Depends. And it's not a relationship, Tabby. It's not a relationship.
Whatever it is, it's a relationship. You like dating. Him. Like, of course, what is dating?
It's not a relationship.
What is a relationship?
Kaita, okay. You know what?
Okay.
I think we will not end this discussion.
Listen, come on.
We need to close this discussion.
No, you can't close me out. We are going to talk about this. Tracy, if anytime you start when you're starting to know someone, that's a relationship. A relationship does not mean like you got into a point where you're married or whatever. we are in a relationship because you're friends. What is a relationship, Tracy? Si lazima ikuwe ati ni solid ndio ikuwe relationship.
And that's what I'm saying. It is not a relationship because you're getting to know this person. It might be acquaintance. It might be a business
Alright,
partner.
we agree.
So
We agree to disagree, guys.
Thank you.
We agree to disagree.
So
This is the thing. For me personally, I wouldn't initiate any kind of a relationship with a man, and especially if I like this person that I see a future with them, I wouldn't do that. I would maybe show cues that I like them. You know, I'll talk to you. You know, I'll be your. I'll try to get close to you to be your friend, but taking you for a date to show you that I like you, bruh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go to that extent.
It
Back
is,
to you, Tracy.
It is what it is. We always agree to disagree. Sometimes we're in the same page, sometimes we are not. But that is how we have a discussion. That is how you know we have different opinions about different things and different issues. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. You know, if you're like Tabby who will initiate, or if you're me, depending on the level of maturity that the two of you have, would you ask the man out? Kindly share with us on the comments below. You can also follow us on our social media pages. That is Facebook, that is also Instagram, and subscribe to our channel. Bye bye, guys.
Peace.